Hello, YouTube family. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. It is cold as heck in the studio, so there'll be no melting down and hot flashing today. It's not cute, not knowing. Let's start off with a hug. Come on. When I was talking about Sex in the City yesterday, I meant to mention that each lady is getting $1 million per episode. There'll be 10 episodes of the revisit of Sex in the City, which will air on HBO Max. But a lot of you guys have said y'all not watching it without Kim Cattrall. Insecure is ending on HBO. After 5 seasons, Issa Rae says it's time. She says it's been a joy, the fans, the stories. It was definitely water cooler talk because you could watch Insecure and you'd be talking about it the next day. An incredible cast. She really opened up a world. And I look at Issa Rae's career. She started doing videos on YouTube, and you look at it now, how her dream has played out. Production starts on the final and 5th season of Insecure later this month. I hope that it ends and doesn't kind of like leave us hanging. Yvonne Orji, who plays her best friend Molly, has already signed a deal. She's teaming up with Oprah Winfrey, David Oyelowo for a half-hour comedy show on Disney Plus. It's based on her life. From Nigeria. Her parents are from Nigeria. She's the first American generation, and the clash between first generation American and her parents. A lot of it she discussed in her HBO special, which was hysterical. I just advise you to go watch it. It was very funny, and the contrast of her life, but she's going to be doing this with Oprah and Disney Plus. But Insecure is ending. We're going to start at the top here. Matt James, the black bachelor or biracial bachelor. He says it's very frustrating when people just assume he's going to pick a white woman. Well, Matt, we've never seen you with a black girl. Now, he says that he's dated black women, so we're looking for him to produce some photos. Not that he has to, but maybe it would make people be quiet and say, okay, so we won't assume. But he says it's very frustrating. I think he's just letting us know how this bachelor season is going to play out. Plus, Matt, be with somebody that you love. Not the color of their skin. Not because it's going to make this group happy or that group happy. But just pick a woman that you can love. Not one who's going to show up with sex toys and no underwear. You don't want that girl. Think of your future. Tyrese out here flirting with Mary J Blige. She turned 50. Mary looks great. Her body is incredible. Tyrese out here flirting. Him and Mary took a photo. She had this party. And she had a dress on and the split came way up. Tyrese put his hands on her leg. She did like any good older woman would do. Stop acting fresh. Tyrese out here shooting his shot. He probably wants to date an older woman now. He's looking at 2 marriages. He's looking at all that money he got to pay out. He's saying to himself, maybe dating an older woman just wouldn't be so bad. Let's go back to Star Jones and her first marriage to Al Reynolds. During this period of Star Jones' life, and it kind of like, it didn't ruin her career, but it wasn't good. She had a sponsored wedding where sponsors paid for everything. And when she was on The View, she didn't want to talk about politics. She didn't want to talk about pop culture of the day. It was her wedding, her wedding, her wedding. And everything was Al, Al, Al. Now, for many people, they was like, there's something about Al. And it was. He was gay, bisexual, whatever Al wants to call himself. Well, Al has been giving interviews, and I don't know why. Why is he talking? But he said that Star knew he was bisexual before they got married. Now, I think Star got caught up in the light skin, curly hair, and she wanted to be married. Some women, they just want to be married. They're not looking at the warning signs, or is this a person for me? They just want to be married. And she got married on a world stage, an extravagant wedding, and the whole thing blew up in her face. From lying about her weight loss surgery to this wedding, and they kind of like asked to let her go. Now, Star's been quiet. She was very vocal when Hillary Clinton ran for president, but this time around, she's been quiet. She's married, she's a stepmother, and she is living her life, and who knows why Al Reynolds is deciding to talk now. Next week, inauguration special. Tom Hanks is going to be hosting. So far, they got Justin Timberlake, John Bon Jovi, Demi Lovato. I know they're going to add more people, and we're just going to leave it at that. Chris Rock, Totally Black. It is streaming. Have you watched it yet? It started yesterday. I got really caught up in the evening. Let me know if you've seen it, because I, for one, cannot wait. Zendaya, John David Washington. She's 24, he's 36. Their new movie, Malcolm and Marie, starts streaming on Netflix on February 5th. People are saying the age difference. When you're that age, it's really not a difference. If he was 20 and it was a 12-year age difference. I think people just want to find things. As you get older, you can be with somebody who is younger than you within a certain amount of years, and it won't seem like a weird thing. But when you are totally grown and that person is totally grown, it's okay to date younger, but people are trying to make that controversy. Did I mention Dr. Dre? If I did, blame it on the blame it on the brain injury. Just blame it on that. He has this brain aneurysm. He's still in the hospital. His ex-wife has damaging stories. I mean, damaging. That could really hurt his career. Now, people know that Dre has been known to be aggressive with women, but the stories that she's going to tell are going to really be awful and will really paint him in another light. Many people will say, well, why did you stay? You had 2 kids, but you stayed because of the money. And now that things are bad and you want even more money, you are ready to leave. She's going to drag him through the mud. Most of these things are probably true, but she's going to reveal things that are going to be, when Tina talked about Ike, everyone forgot that he was an amazing, guitar player in a band and composing songs. All you saw was the monster Ike Turner. Dr. Dre's wife, this whole thing, it's getting ugly, and he's either going to have to pay her and get himself well, because they were like, he's getting ready to come home. Dre's still in the hospital. Now, maybe he's staying in the hospital to delay having to pay her any money. But this situation is one of the nastiest Hollywood divorces to come down the pike in a long time. And it's all because his estranged wife, Nicole Young, knows a lot. And you know what? She's going to talk and reveal shocking things. And he's going to have to pay her some money. I think I went down the list of everything. I'm not sweating, and I'm just glad about that. Auntie reads the comments. I do. So let me know what you think. I read the comments. Give us a thumbs up. We love the thumbs up. Tell a friend. The channel is growing as the channel grows. You know that I've seen your comment if I give you a heart. Thanks for joining me. I hope it is a great afternoon. We love it when you come by, get your goodies, and then you can go on about your day. Pop culture and entertainment. I am your auntie of pop culture. I'm Patty Jackson. Thanks so much for checking us out today.